Yo, mic check, mic check, mic check. Ocean Goose, how you living? Crystal, how you doing? How you doing? D Clark, how you doing? Miss ATM, how you doing? Hope everybody doing good. Let me make a new list. I know we gotta put Dale on. Hey, drop some tickers in the chat. Make sure y'all like the stream. Share it. Doing great. That's what I like. Yeah, so putting my son down for a nap backfired. And he woke up before I did. Ooh, IBM. RGTI. I'm still in them. So far. Better. SMCI. I traded them today too. Oracle. I might look into this Deep Pro. I think they're a drone company. Been hearing a lot about them. Upstart. If Upstart is doing something. Let's see. Ooh. That's a strong candle. So bad. Fire. All right. Did not look at any of them that I always use. IonQ did something good today. IBM, I already put them on now. XLV, Lily was just pop. Ooh. APLD, I'm gonna go over them too. I got a lot of questions about them today. I already know I'm gonna have to do some flips. They laugh stupid. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and start. Because Dale is went on an absolute heater. All right, so we know Dale had earnings. Jose, how you doing? So we already know Dale had earnings today. It was up $100 plus when I saw. Oh my God. Let me check their chart on Thinkorswim real quick. $437. That's crazy. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and just fill by Dell so you can see the future movements. Oh brother, it's probably gonna touch 450. This one been killing me. What's been killing you? You gotta pull that trigger on them trades. Right here. Boy. I was about to send Dale calls a few times this week. Yeah. That's usually the way it worked though. You look at something, change your mind, and then boom, it's gone. Alright, let's get into Dale. There we go. So here goes the field. Here goes the field map for Dale. You can see it's already been tapped this level and started sweeping liquidity right now. Right now it's at 437, so it hit this weekly field after hours and started sweeping that liquidity. It even dropped down towards like 433. So now it's just consolidating right there. So looking at the month, you already see where it's going to be. It's going to be up here. So extremely bullish month. Look like a God candle. Same for the week. That'll be same for the day. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in an 8 hour. So basically we'll have to play it like this. So just expect a liquidity sweep here. And for us to find its base during pre-market tomorrow or after hours tonight. The next major field we're gonna have for Dell is at 449 and then 455. So those gonna be 2 times that liquidity can be taken for them to try to drive the price down. But do not bet on Dell crashing anytime soon. Basically, whatever Orange Man's buy, we should buy. That's true. I think he put out his filings. What, week and a half ago, on the stuff that he bought. Let's see what it looks like on the 30. Yep. Yeah. So you can see right here. It's now trying to break this 441 level, and right now it's just not. Probably not enough volume to overtake that one for now, and that's why it's what's causing it to drop. You already see the inverse arc happening. Well, the arc happening for a good little pullback. If that thing coming down to 392, I'm getting in that. Dang, wow. So with Mongo, they had earnings too. They they did a sell side sweep, then a buy side sweep, and now they're just flat. So this can go either way tomorrow. And I think that I want to say that contracts is pretty pricey. So when you get in these, you better have the right direction. And just look at what the chart says. Okay, monthly, a descending triangle. It's just squeezing a little bit. Got a weekly arc, inverse arc holding the 200. So that's good. And this would have been a tightly woven arc to inverse arc just to come up to sweep liquidity at 385. I wanted it to hit 385. Yes, it hit more than 385. It went to 420. No, 413. Then swept all the way back down. That's crazy. A doji for this crazy move. 258 to 413 is insane. Imagine just buying like 2 shares down here and then God. Service now. All right, so right now it's at the monthly WTMA, so it very well could reject here. But the weekly is telling me that, you know, we getting this inverse arc. We getting a 12 crossover on the WTMA cloud. Pretty powerful bullish candle. So I'm thinking we're going to take some liquidity at around 125. Especially since we're approaching this low node area. So probably 115 first. Hit a consolidation point, and then once we break over 118, 119, then we'll go up to 125 for a power move. Let me look at the 8. Ooh. Okay. After hour chart look good. This is basically the daily chart with the extended on, since after 7 they just cut off the extended hours. I mean, right now we got a fresh break of structure on the 8 hour. So look for a pullback. If this 200 consumes this move, we probably just gonna come back down. And it is on aggressive on the 8 hour. So I mean, now could be that sleeper. Let me see. Let me look at the month again. Yeah, it could be that sleeper. That'll be a hell of a leap. And I mean, a weekly lock candle could be your trigger for a leap play. So, and especially since Nvidia's CEO keep name dropping ServiceNow. So, I mean, hey, we just saw evidence that we should be following the same playbook that these heavy investors, these billionaires, keep dropping on us. IBM, lower high in action right now. Weekly change of character that's about to lock us in this trend. Hey, you already see what I'm looking at for IBM. IBM can make you a lot of money in the coming weeks. It is in the acceleration node area. So this thing could like shoot up to 281 pretty quick. 3-day looks insane too. Yep, 281. That's gonna be the first stop. I think I did a trade plan on them yesterday. I don't want to say I did. So what you want to look for on IBM is this daily break of this 200 at 270. Once it breaks 270, ain't nothing gonna stop it. And you already see that we're already pushing that level. It's at 268 right now. Let me check Thinkorswim just to make sure it ain't make an absurd move. Oh my God. I wish y'all could see this. Well, I said 270 was the level, and it said 275 pushing. On this last 5-minute counter, it's literally pushing up. Like right now. Golly. SLC, how you doing? So yeah, IBM is I hope it come back down, don't leave us. It's right here at this heavy node area. Well, actually it's above this heavy node area. It said, now it said 275.35. But yeah, IBM is running. It is making an aggressive move. It's like up here right now. Right in the middle of that void. Yeah. They'll probably could make. Oh, it's dropping now. Thank goodness. Yeah. I need that. I need that to set up for tomorrow. All right. RGTI. I'm in a leap on them. They doing pretty decent. I've learned now to whatever the government invest in, you invest in. So RGTI is super cheap right now. We got a super bullish candle on the monthly right now. That's reclaiming the 12 and the WTMA. Oh yeah, hey, Thinkorswim give you true price no matter the time of the day. It's like 24/7 charts. Ooh, hey, yeah, IBM cooking. On the weekly, we got a floater right now. Right now, we need to get above this WTMA cloud. You can already see the nose for RGTI is pretty empty right now. So that is probably going to fly pretty soon. Yeah, once we mount this cloud, and once we get past 30, we close a daily candle above 30, that is going to be the trigger for RGTI for it to go probably parabolic. SoFi. Higher low activate. Hey, remember I made this? That's crazy. It's still holding up. So lower high. No, higher low, my bad. Accumulation on the 200. Still holding that trend. We do have a completion of, well, and tomorrow we'll have a completion of an inverse arc. So now we just need to reclaim this 12 on the weekly time frame, and then SoFi is gonna wake up. Let's see what we got on the daily. And the daily not too bad. Does have it did do a big move today, according to the candle. It very well could just push all the way up to 20 like quickly. But I mean, we're running into some traffic here right now, but I wouldn't worry too much about it, especially if you got time on a SoFi play. SoFi is probably naturally going to try to go to this 200, which so happens to correlate with this supply level on a daily, so before it rejects. That is definitely one I'm trying to watch for tomorrow. So we getting the, well, I mean, in actuality, this is a lower high. I mean, a lower low. But on the weekly, you can see that 200 bounce, hit this order block. Now we're trying to sprint back up. So Meta is definitely in recovery mode right now, and especially with that crazy news we had yesterday, it's trying to complete that. On the daily, we're pressing up against the 200. So that's going to be the major feat right now. Let's see what order blocks. Ooh, a lot of traffic. Or should I line it up here? Because right here, it'll just say it'll vacuum up, which I think that's more than likely to move because of this gap down that we had from their earnings. So once we clear this 200 at 643, probably should just accelerate up to 667 into 670. Let me see what Meta is. Just to make sure. Okay, it says 632. It ain't really doing that after hours. So okay. That's one of them that's dormant. SMC, I made a day trade on them today. Right now we're in a descending triangle. I thought I put a pattern on this the other week though. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh. All right, boom. I could have swore I put this on there. I want it right here, actually. Yeah. I might just use this as a base, though. Yeah, I'm gonna use that as a base. Yeah, I like this way better. So now, you already see we just tested this trend line. We already got a daily, a weekly inverse arc. Lock candles. Now we're hitting floating candles. Change of character. Now we're just fighting over this 200, which correlates with this trend line. I think if we close a week over this 200, SMCI gonna have some action. I'm pretty sure Sean called out SMCI. I traded them today. I got in for $77 and got out at 292 with a 25% trail stop. So it actually hit 320 before it stopped me out. I should have loaded the boat like I intended to and got 10, but no, can't over leverage yourself. Let's see what's happening with SMCI after hours. Let's check what Thinkorswim got. Watch this thing gonna be going crazy. What did it close? Oh my God, I knew it. Dude, this thing is at, it hit 47.26 and dropped back down to 45. So right now it's at 45 right here. Wow. And it's in this empty void area. So watch SMCI tomorrow. Wow. And what, man, that's crazy. I had a one for that expires tomorrow too. But I mean, I day traded it. I mean, I can't complain. Jeez. Well, yeah, SMCI. And you can see it already broke this line intraday. Well, on the 8 hour. Oracle went bananas after hours. No earnings. Higher low on the monthly. Marubozu candle, may I add. I already knew Sean called this one out probably last month. Ooh. We got all bullish action. We got an inverse arc here in April, followed by a lock, low, drop back down for a pullback the next week, and then it's been up since. It did chop a little bit for 2 weeks, but that's fine. We're in this empty node area on the week. All right, so right now what I see Oracle trying to do is sweep liquidity at 207, but that's where it approaches the most empty VRVP nodes at. So it very well could just push straight through this with little pullback and like sprint up to 220. Let's see if Oracle doing something after hours. I'm pretty sure they are with that Dell earnings. Yep, 210. Yeah, 210. They hit 212 and pulled back. Yikes. Everything booming right now. Everything is booming. Ugh, I don't like this drone company. I'm gonna skip them. Nope. I don't like that chart. Anytime I see those big old blocks, I just skip. All right, Upstart popped on one of the alerts today. Right now, it's look like it's hitting the bottom on the monthly chart. So I mean, all you do is wait for a weekly confirmation on them to formulate your lead bias. So let's see, we got a trend anywhere. Kinda. I want to see. I mean, let's go on the week and see. I mean, you can kind of make that case. I'm gonna leave it there just for reference. I'm gonna hide it because that looks crazy. All right, so on the weekly, we're about to have a 12. We already had the 12 crossover on a WTMA cloud, and it's been all bullish action this week, and it accelerated through this empty node area. Okay, so I mean, the only way for Upstart is really up. You can see that it formed this base right here. We already hit a double top. We attempted a triple bottom and failed. So yeah, right now I think it's hit its bottom. At least for now. I need to break this. Oh, that is the break actually. Never mind. But I do think the magnet is going to be $35 as it's going to approach that 200 and then drop down. You just got in a leap on Depro. Oh, yeah, them drone companies been making some noise this week. You would think they would have started making noise, once everybody been using drone warfare. I don't know why actually it took so long for these companies. Maybe because they probably reported earnings or something like that. Ooh, Joby. Higher low for sure. Weekly, you already got the confirmation off of this 200. So you got your inverse arc. Locked. 12 reclaim, pullback, a deeper pullback into this fair value gap, and a gap up and sprint. It got a little meat on the bones to like what 1324 before it started to see real resistance. Yeah, not 1324, 1330. And that's when it's gonna start that fight. Daily looks crazy though. But once it get out of this cloud, it's gonna have its real fight. And then when you get into this chop zone, it's just gonna don't have any short dated contracts. It'll just chop up in here, but it'll melt up at the same time. So if you do have short dated contracts, just get a leg, get profits, get out. Wait till it drop down. Another inverse arc, get in again, get out. Red wire. Ooh, what in the world? Dude, this is a freaking 180% candle. Nice. Well, they're definitely about to hit this liquidity. Well, they're hitting the supply right now. Let me check their after hour charts. Let's see what they're doing. It said 25.35. Okay, so it's actively sweeping. Weekly looks crazy. Just floater after floater. Change of character. This week it went bonkers. I don't know what news they had. Oh, space dock. Yeah. So if you're already in RDW, have your stop loss tight, because if you're already in it, this is basically a 2-trade scenario. You run it up the first time, let it sweep, you get stopped out, and then once it formulates that base again, you get in targeting this breakout level, and then it'll sprint up. Ooh, that's a good chart. It ain't even that old. Guys, that's a crazy monthly candle. Why does XLV on here? Did I? Oh, I did. I wanted to put Lily instead of XLV. Lily on the month. Crazy bullish. This is 21%, 20.5% candle, which is $191. Here's the weekly. So it is actively at the trigger. Let's see if we got a 2-week trigger. Nope, just a weekly. So we need this week to close above 1124. So right now it's above that. So if we close above this tomorrow, that trigger goes away and Lily can continue a ultra bullish move. Let's see what Lily has after hours. Oh, okay, 1124. So it pulled back. This thing ran to 1149 today. Today, guys. I've been seeing a lot of Honda's news. Yep, that's why. Oh, my Sats play finally decided to awaken today out of all days. Honda's look good. Like a cup of handle if I go to the weekly. Let's see. Yeah. So it's gonna definitely target that 16 area in the short term. So we're already in the tapering BRVP area too. So 16 is very feasible very soon. Just got to break a structure on the daily too with an aggressive move. Here goes Sats. Monthly chart really don't look that appealing, but once you dig into the lower time frames, that's when it looks good. So you already see this trend line upholding itself right here. Is actually channeling up. You'll see it if I go to the day. You'll see it bink, bink, bink. So that's fine. Sats looking good. It's actively sweeping liquidity. It already swept actually. Swept the 12 on the weekly. On the daily, we hit this previous week low, and it just went bonkers today. It went up $8.61. Now it's at this test of the WTMA on the daily. But you see, we already approaching those empty node areas, so it very well can just go boom boom up until like this channel, the top of the channel. APLD. Did I put IonQ on here? Nope. This is the one I've been getting the most questions about today. APLD, crazy. You can see it on the month. It's a cup of handle. Boom, with the chop, low, bam. So overall, macro, we're bullish. Here's the weekly. So right now, we're technically above last week's high, which is good for us. So we definitely need to close this week above last week's high to continue. Right now, it's ceilings, blue sky ceilings. But actually, what I'm gonna do is fib this out. Let's see if it, there we go. Ooh, we're above the liquidity area right now. Let's see if I can get another one though. You cannot. Hey, actually, here we go. Boom. Yeah, here we go. You can see how it respects the fibs already. Now I'm gonna go ahead and move to the week. This is like your buy and hold and leaper right here. Look at this weekly level right here. Literally acting as support. So we swept it and back down. Hit it again. Went all the way back down for a retest and then back up. Once it closed above this, that's when you saw the retest to pop up. So that's what I be meaning by, you see the breaker structure, it'll pop up, pull back, and then accelerate through it. Let's look at the daily. Daily looks decent. So you definitely want to get time with this. Definitely want to get time with this. I'm marking this thing all the way up. There we go. I'm gonna use this one too, just in case it tries to come back down. Yeah, so this is the path for APLD. We got an aggressive move on the day right now. That's because we did a drop and then immediately rejected that down move to pop back up. I'm technically in 50 calls for June 18th. So I'm waiting on this thing. I'm waiting on the pop. Yeah, looks pretty good. It just needs to close above 50-50 on a 15, nope, the 30. Yeah, on the 30 minute. Now, if somebody would have caught this 12 retest this morning, it'd have been primed, like best entry ever. Yeah, IonQ looks pretty good for the future. I said IonQ, APLD. All right, here go IonQ's level. I did this from my phone. So actually, let me double check that. Auto fib extension. That's the monthly up here. I missed one. Oh, this I just added that actually. So boom. And then weekly. I'll put this here. It's a full pullback level. This one already here. One up there. And then daily. Yep, right here. Okay. Yeah, so Ion Q is mapped out. On the month, stupid bullish. Right now, we're trying to close above this trend line on the week. You already see the VRVP tapering off. That's why I was ringing the alarm on this one. This thing going. So right now, we're targeting this sweep area. So now we are approaching this monthly fib level, right, at 73.20. So that can start the active sweep. And that actually correlates with this daily order block, right? So you will see it, it'll start pushing through super aggressive. And then by the time it hit this daily liquidity, that's when the sweep will start for a pullback. And at that point, you want to have your stop loss close. It kicks you out. You wait for the reset, and then you go again up into this daily trigger, which is at $85. So that's 2 trades in one on Ion Q. I got any more? Let's see. Workday. Ooh. I could have swore I did a plan on him. Well, maybe I didn't. Oh no, I don't see this. Let me delete that. Let me no, I don't see nothing. But y'all saw that? Nope, y'all didn't? Okay. Good. Bro, get out of here. Yeah, no one saw that. Yeah. Okay. I got a whole bunch of I must have did a trade plan on it. Oh, that was probably a long time ago. When they were up. Yeah, those lines was up here. Okay, so Workday got smacked to oblivion. But we are arcing on the weekly, so it's only up from here. Hit this demand zone, arcing up for accumulation. This is where you start to formulate that leap bias. You can see the elongation of the W10MA inverse arc on the 3-day. Every time you see that, you know the market makers or big money is accumulating at this point. I could have swore I said this last week for Workday. I'm pretty sure I did. So for tomorrow, I'm definitely looking at Meta, SMCI, Dell to see if they pull a buy side sweep and go. Let's see what First Solar is doing. Woo! Top down on First Solar. So monthly trigger. Well, let's see. Okay. Monthly trigger is almost about to activate. It went up $29 today. That's insane. And I know I did a plan on them before they hit 200 last time. Extremely bullish. So we're going to sweep on the monthly for the sweep and go. Yikes. First Solar looks good though. Higher low. Level 3 candle. It's definitely gonna close above this trend line unless you know a tweet comes out that First Solar is like a terrorist company or something. So yeah, definitely be on the lookout for First Solar. I'm gonna do a top down on those for a swing. A-Net coming back. I called them out last week. They're popping back up. APH, I'm pretty sure Wanna Be a Wolf called these out. This is my old trade plan when it was approaching this primary entry. Shop made a huge move today. Let's see what Ford did. Woo. I just know Sean made a stupid bag on these. DAL. Didn't I do a... Let's see what this I could have swore I did a ranking of my trade plans from yesterday. Oh, it wasn't DAL, it was LUV Southwest. There you go. So they're actually down. But it's not like a crazy down. It's only down 37 cents. So you already see line this order block up. This is why I did the top down on Southwest. So it just hit this top of this WTMA cloud and reject it. But you can see it starts to taper off the further we get, the closer we get to 20. So definitely have this on your radar because when the airline tickers make big moves, you make big money. So I'm definitely gonna be looking at them. Reddit. Ooh, 13 bucks. Man. And what's crazy, that data wasn't even, you know, that crazy good. I'll take it though. Trending market is the best market and easiest market to make money. Make sure I'm missing anything. Anybody got any more charts? Oh yeah, I already see it on Reddit. Look at that. Bam. Oh, that's and a wiggly, we're gonna already have an arc and lock. Yep. Reddit looks good. Especially approaching this. We get over 172. They think can sprint up to 200 fast. Ain't that hum wet? Oh, Teresa, the forbidden one. Oh no. Hey, I'm 1 for 1 on Tesla this year. And I'm 1 for 1 for a reason. I hate trading it. You can have all your trade plan. You can have everything set up and that thing gonna do the opposite. But I'll check it out. So I'm wet, super bullish. It doesn't have a 200 yet on the monthly. Upholding, man, look at this trend though. Like it's just holding it up TMA cloud and the 12 the whole time. Look at this. Sheesh. And if the trend don't break itself, don't trade against the trend. Already, ooh yeah. So you got the breaker structure with the pullback. So here goes the last breaker structure. You had a run up, then a pullback to the same level. Pop up, pop down, breaker structure, pull back, fair value gap 12, and WTMA pop. AMKR, it's been trash lately. I ain't gonna lie. So from what I'm seeing with the Hamwet, you basically have a channel up with the WTMA itself. So you can see how it's just up, up. So right now it's at this pressure point. Once it mounts, 262 area, it's gonna shoot up to 270 fast. And then probably try to go for this liquidity at around 275 to 280. Especially if it mounts this liquidity right here on this daily at 268. Hamwet looks good though. Okay, maybe Tesla don't look too bad right now. Maybe. This is the first time I'm saying that. So, high or low. Why do I have this? Yeah, get rid of it. All right, high or low, I already put in. We need to close above this WTMA on the monthly. How many more days we got? Oh, ooh. So we only have tomorrow for this. But this weekly looks good. We need to mount 448. I say 450 to round it off. We mount 450, we can accelerate up to 485, 490. But we do need to close above this liquidity too. So that's probably gonna be your first level of resistance. And now you have a daily trigger, a daily time frame trigger above 453.40. You get that daily close above that, you already see what's gonna go on. You already see it. Actually, just so you can see it a little clearer, watch this. Boom. Ooh-wee. 478. You about to make me go 2 for 2 on Tesla. Let me go ahead and put that over there. I can't believe I'm saying it. I like Tesla's chart right now. We already got, ooh, yeah, this, see, you see how, okay. This is a prime example on the certain patterns of the behavior that you look for. So you see how the 12's coming down and it's sloping, it's sharpening up after the inverse arc is starting to form. Same thing right here. So every time you see that smooth inverse arc forming with the 12 right under it, it produces those big moves. Yeah, so yeah, Tesla. Old Stressler about to do it again. I'm gonna be looking at them tomorrow. See on the week. Aggressive move on the week. It only went up $16 and the ATR 35. Okay. Yeah, these suckers are struggling to get over like 72 right now. MCore. Monthly looks good though. So it's one of those you gotta wait. Right now it's consolidating. It did retest the 12 last week. 3-day arcing down, but that's fine. It just the pullback with the consolidation what makes the arc does this on this time frame. On the daily we're arcing up now and we're retesting 12. So at any moment AMK arc can pop up. And you already know it's gonna try to magnitude. It's probably gonna magnitude 75 first and then to 80, 79 to 80. The snow put back today? No, it did not. Never mind. All right. Well, them all the tickers I'm gonna be looking at. I'm definitely gonna narrow down my list after I do top downs on 'em. If you're in the Discord, you'll see them. If you got Wolf access, if you're a free member, you'll probably see a non-Wolf version in the chart. I mean, in the general chat. So you can decipher the actual game plan on the particular tickers. But with that being said, it's 8:30. I just hit an hour. It is that time for me to go to sleep, you know, because I'm getting old, you know. I already take naps and stuff, so. If y'all ain't got any more questions, I will be exiting. So I'll give you about 2 minutes to drop a question in the chat before I dip. Oh yeah, no problem, no problem. Oh, one more before y'all go. Hey, do a top down on NVIDIA. Now, I know y'all see this higher low getting put in. Now, once this thing changes the tide, which is already trying to on a 4 hour, you already know what's going to happen. It's going to try to catch up to AMD. What's my top watch? Let's see. I'm gonna go to that 30. Should get a 12 break. Let's see. Well, I'm already in IonQ, so. Oh, we already know that Super Micro is up though. Ugh. I hate they made that move without me. It might be Meta, dude. So you're looking at the 15, right? You're already gonna have this bearish arc and then the inverse arc smoothed out. But now you know it's gonna try to go to 640 to take some of that liquidity. So, I mean, that's a $5 move for Meta. Meta can make you some money quick because it'll make that move pretty fast. So probably Meta and IBM. I remember IBM chart. So you can see it's channeling up on a smaller time frame. So it's gonna try to target this 268, 270 area as well. So those are my top 2 watches for tomorrow. Oh, QCOM. QCOM is a swing. I can tell you that now. Breaker structure on the month. Trigger fired. You need to close tomorrow above that. Breaker structure on the week. Pull back this week and a pop back up over it. And then you're holding the same pattern that IonQ and APLD got on the 2 hour. So now on the daily, you got this breaker structure with a pullback into a fair value gap with the 12 arcing up with a fresh inverse arc. So Qualcomm is looking pretty primed. Let me look on the 15. Ooh. 15 ain't looking too good. But I mean, I trade the macro trend. Let's see what the 2 hour look like. I would just wait for the break over 260. 2-hour candle over 260 will send Qualcomm into space. Kevin Ivey, how you doing? What you in now? I'm in Ion Q and APLD. Ion Q is shoot, I don't know what it's up. Actually, I'm up like 640 something bucks though. Yeah, 648, and I'm up 43% on the 70 calls for June 18th, and I entered those today. And APLD, all they did was consolidate all day. So, and I still got my Nokia Leap and my RGTI Leap. And Nokia up 72%, and Rigetti RGTI is up 90%. 2028 Leaps. I might look at Qualcomm tomorrow too. I'm gonna put these down here. Boom. I ain't touching CoreWeave with a 10-foot pole. It's trending up though. So it broke out of the triangle I had. Change the character, pull back, 12 test. And got an inverse arc on the day. So it can go. And it's above, it claimed the 200 too. So I mean, it can go up to about 117 next. But when stuff be chopping like that, like this, I don't even touch it. Is it too late to get an Ion Q? Man, with the wool chart, it's never too late. So what you would wait for, since so I mentioned it earlier. So we got a 2-week fib right here and a daily fib up here at the top of this order block. So now you already know the target liquidity area is this daily order block. So once we get into this order block on the daily, it'll start actively trying to sweep. So wait for it to go through this and then pull back, because you already know it's gonna pull back on the first try of that order block. Then that could be your entry. Hey man, in business, man, I told you everything Jensen mentioned, dude. Look at it. Jensen and Orange, man, if they mention it, get in it. All right, I'm about to wrap this up. Appreciate y'all for stopping by. Hopefully I answered all your questions. I'm about to get out of here so I can do these trade plans and be on my merry way to sleep. Until next time. Well, until tomorrow, actually. Because technically tomorrow will be the triple confirmation episode of the monthly, the weekly, and the daily confirmations. So tomorrow is going to be one of those 1.5 to 2-hour ones. If you're willing to watch it. I mean, some people just drop in 15 minutes and be like, all right, he just droning now. So that's cool. All right. I'm about to be out of here. Hope y'all have a good night. See y'all tomorrow in the chat. Peace.